Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to AFC House. My name is Deborah Pereira, and I will take you through today's event, the AFC Under-20 Futsal Championship Islamic Republic of Iran 2019 draw. We have many distinguished guests with us today. I would like to welcome especially AFC directors and heads of department, team representatives, and members of the media. Congratulations to the teams who have qualified to the continent's premier youth futsal competition. Each year, the competition welcomed new milestones and landmarks. The previous edition of the AFC Under-20 Futsal Championship in Thailand was the first ever edition held in Southeast Asia. And now, this competition will be hosted in Islamic Republic of Iran, and it promises to excite with 12 of the leading Asian teams competing for continental glory in the second edition of the competition. Before the teams find out who their opponents are, let's watch this video on the draw mechanism.
AFC Under-20 Futsal Championship Islamic Republic of Iran 2019 draw mechanism. The 12 participating teams that have qualified into the finals will be divided into 4 groups of 3 teams. All the countries will be seeded as per the final ranking of the previous edition AFC U20 Futsal Championship Thailand 2017. Islamic Republic of Iran shall be placed in Pot 1, identified by a different coloured ball, and placed in position A1 as the host of the competition. The group winners and runners-up from each group, 8 teams in total, will qualify into the knockout stage quarterfinals. The 4 winners of the quarterfinals will qualify to the semi-finals. Subsequently, the winners of the semi-finals will advance to the final, and the 2 losing teams will play in the 3rd and 4th placing match. The following 12-member associations have qualified for the AFC Under-20 Futsal Championship Islamic Republic of Iran 2019 by respective zones. Ranking of countries. The following ranking is based on AFC Under-20 Futsal Championship Thailand 2017. Participating teams ranking. Seeding. Teams seeded 1 to 4 will be placed in Pot 1, 5 to 8 in Pot 2, and 9 to 12 in Pot 3. Following is the final seeding and the pot allocation. Draw procedure. Balls will be drawn from Pot 3. First ball drawn will occupy position A3. Second to 4th balls drawn will occupy positions B3 to D3 respectively. Draw 2. Balls will be drawn from Pot 2. First ball drawn will occupy position A2. Second to 4th balls drawn will occupy positions B2 to D2 respectively. Draw 3. Balls will be drawn from Pot 1. First ball drawn will occupy position A1, identified by a different coloured ball. Second to 4th balls drawn will occupy positions B1 to D1 respectively. That will conclude the draw for the AFC Under-20 Futsal Championship Islamic Republic of Iran 2019.
Now that we are all clear on how it is going to work, we shall start with the draw. To conduct the draw, please welcome on stage the head of Futsal and Beach Soccer Competitions, Mr. Brian Johnson.
Thank you, Deb. Good afternoon, everyone. As I explained in the draw mechanism video, we have, of course, 3 pots with us in front of us, pot 1, 2, and 3. And we will start the draw from pot 3. And this is actually, of course, as per the pot allocation and the final seeding. I would just like to give you a recap on the teams from pot 3 to pot 1. From pot 3, we have Tajikistan, Kyrgyz Republic, Chinese Taipei, and Hong Kong. And in pot 2, we have Indonesia, Lebanon, Vietnam, and Afghanistan. And of course, in pot 1, we have the host, Islamic Republic of Iran, Iraq, Thailand, and as well as Japan. Now we'll start off the draw from pot 3. So the first drawn ball from pot 3 course, will occupy position A3. Hong Kong. And the second drawn ball from pot 3, occupying position B3, Kyrgyz Republic. The third drawn ball from pot 3, occupying position C3, Tajikistan. And the last drawn ball from pot 3 that will occupy position D3 is none other than Chinese Taipei. Moving on very quickly to pot 2. And of course, in pot 2, we have 4 teams with us. And the first drawn ball from pot 2 that will occupy position A2 Afghanistan. And the second drawn ball from pot 2, occupying position B2, Lebanon. The third drawn ball from pot 2, occupying position C2, Vietnam. And the last drawn ball from pot 2, occupying position D2, is, of course, Indonesia. So now moving on to the last spot for this afternoon's draw from pot 1. And of course, we have the host position in A1. As such, please allow me to draw the different colored ball, which is red, to signify the host, which is, of course, Islamic Republic of Iran, the current holders of the cup, as well as the champions from the 2017 edition in Thailand, Bangkok. And the second drawn ball from pot 1 that will occupy position B1 is Thailand, the previous host of the tournament, as well as the semi-finalists of that particular competition. Moving on very quickly, occupying position C1 is Japan, the quarterfinalists of the previous edition. And the last draw for this afternoon's draw is none other than Iraq, occupying position D1. And they were also the runners-up of the previous edition. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the draw for the AFC Under-20 Futsal Championship, Islamic Republic of Iran 2019. I would like to wish all participating teams the best of luck, and may the matches be played in the spirit of fair play. Thank you.
That concludes our draw for the AFC Under-20 Futsal Championship, Islamic Republic of Iran 2019. Now please allow me to recap on the draw results. For Group A, Islamic Republic of Iran as hosts, Afghanistan and Hong Kong. For Group B, Thailand, Lebanon and Kyrgyz Republic. For Group C, Japan, Vietnam and Tajikistan. For Group D, Iraq, Indonesia and Chinese Taipei. I would like to wish all the teams the best of luck, and may the matches be played in the spirit of fair play. Media activities will now follow in the mixed zone area, and we will be providing you with the match schedule shortly. Thank you.